welcome to Chilada Chats. This is our very first episode. Very excited. I have Steven Blustein.
Very good.
Blustein, not Stein, as he's known in the e-com world, who is co-founder and chief sales officer of Gembah, as well as co-founder and CEO of PrideBites, which we'll be digging into shortly, as well as digging into these great enchiladas. So basically, Chilada Chats is we are here based in Austin, and we're in a boardroom an 8-figure boardroom that we call the Big Enchilada. So we decided that it would be super cool to bring some people from, the world of e-commerce who are super interesting and have a little chit chat while we are, ingesting various hot sauces of different levels on our enchiladas. So that is the premise.
Why I'm being tortured while eating enchiladas.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, all in good fun. This is really just to clear your sinuses.
Exactly. Exactly. Breathing techniques.
So very excited. So one thing that I, obviously I was Googling you before this.
Sure.
And so I'm very interested in, actually maybe, first maybe we should
try a little bit.
Okay. So just so you guys know that these are Yellowbird. Hey Yellowbird, if you want to sponsor us. And they are actually based in Austin. And you actually know the people of Yellowbird.
Yeah. PrideBites has done some work for Yellowbird, so
yeah,
made some Yellowbird dog toys, which is pretty cool.
Amazing. So could you tell us a little bit about what PrideBites does?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, PrideBites helps brands expand into the pet space. And so you can think about it if anybody that sells pet products or is looking to engage maybe a pet customer, that's the market that PrideBites operates in.
It seems like a huge market. It's grown, right? I just feel like in terms of the places that I've seen, especially in Austin, there's so many, dog parents. I've seen so many dog bakeries, for instance. I feel like the demand, people are willing to buy and will buy plenty of things. I think you guys do dog hats as well, right?
Yeah, definitely. So if a lot of people know Buc-ee's, that's a staple of Texas, right?
You guys have worked with Buc-ee's?
And so, if you go into Buc-ee's and buy anything that's pet related, most of the time you're buying it from PrideBites. So
really?
Pretty cool.
Wait, okay.
Yeah,
Can we get some, what kind of Buc-ee's stuff do you guys have?
Toys, collars, leashes, really the gamut over their bowls. Thank you so much. PrideBites makes it. So it's funny how the industry has changed. You said it's gotten really big. When it started, it was two people tied 2 socks together and made a product, and you could go sell that, and that was a big thing.
Yeah.
And now it's become this behemoth, right? I think when we got into it, it was
when did you guys start?
2012.
Oh, wow.
So it was around 50 billion, I think, the total pet industry.
That was a great time to get in. Yeah.
Amazing time.
Yeah.
Timing doesn't always work out that well, but listen, in this case
so
it did.
where, how did it, maybe we'll start
Take a
diving.
bite?
This is the Serrano, Yellowbird Organic Serrano. So this is the least spicy of them.
Yeah.
So it should be pretty enjoyable. So
cool.
maybe, but I want to know how PrideBites got started.
Yeah, we were a college-formed business, and literally we started in our dorm room.
What college?
The University of Kansas. So we're all Jayhawks. You a Jayhawk?
No. I'm definitely not a Jayhawk. What is that? Is this type of bird?
Type of bird, yeah.
Okay, like a falcon, like a hawk.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
It's a hawk.
Like a bald eagle. No, I don't know. It's like
a ball. You don't know. You don't know?
It's a Jayhawk. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'm just trying to figure out. I feel like
supposed to be not hot?
It's not hot.
Okay.
It's not hot. So if you're having a hard time, this is not going to be
I'm going to be
good
really
for you.
enjoyable for the rest of this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We were college friends and developed a business, and we literally sold dog toys door to door.
Door to door.
Oh yeah.
Did that go well? Were people just sure, here, I would love some dog toys?
Yeah, actually they did. The first year we, literally door by door sales, and I think we did about $500,000 in sales. in our first
Wow.
year. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. And
how many doors was that? Like, what was your average cost per door? Average price per door?
Probably like $200. It was a lot of doors.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of doors.
Wait, $200 of like
maybe $300
dog stuff.
Yeah, toys at that time.
Is it kind of like a premium? Are the dog toys like kind of like a premium price point?
Yeah, so we got started our famed toys called the PrideBite, and it was a foam-based dog toy. Do you have a dog? Do you have dogs?
I have a turtle, so it's like similar.
So, very similar to a dog, of course. So yeah, much like turtles, the toy can float, so it's really good for swimming with your turtle.
My turtle can't float. He's like a land turtle. He can swim. He can like sit in the water and not drown.
Okay, well, I'm better at making products than I am assessing animals.
Okay,
in the wild,
yeah,
so,
well, that's fine. You don't need to have like both skill sets, you know?
Of course.
Yeah.
And now I guess with my son, I have to recognize turtles, so that's also important. But
yeah.
So we got started by selling door to door, and we quickly won Best Dog Toy of the Year in the pet space. People that came before us were these really large companies, like maybe if you know the dog toy Kong. It's like a rubber-based dog toy that you put peanut butter in, and your dog's fine. Some people know them here.
Yeah, we have some. We have plenty of dog lovers in 8 Fig.
Cool.
So for sure, yes, Kong.
So yeah, we were awarded the best dog toy of the year, which is really exciting.
That's awesome.
And we expanded at that point probably like 2,500 stores after that. So really quickly.
Wow.
So yeah, it was really awesome. But I think at that point, like I didn't really understand how to make the economics of a business work.
Yeah.
So it was just like college kids really wanted to start a business. I was motivated from my grandfather, who was an entrepreneur as well.
Oh, what did he do?
He would actually imported tools.
Okay.
So he worked overseas, a lot in Japan, and exported tools to America.
Okay.
And sold them
in
here
your
in the
blood.
States. Yeah.
So where did you start? Maybe let's move to the next. Is this a
next
good
one?
pace?
Okay.
Is this a good pace for us to
keep my,
eat? Yeah, I'm gonna have like one bite and just like try not to let the food fall out of my mouth. I think I'll get better at eating in front of people eventually. So this is a habanero.
Okay.
So it's like a little bit spicier.
Okay.
But not that spicy.
Okay.
But
you're taking
good.
the cap
That was
off.
already.
Is that a sign
it was
for
off.
me?
No, because I had to take off the last one. I was like shaking it for a bit, and I did it discreetly. I hope no one saw, but now everyone knows. Thanks for
everyone
that.
knows the secrets.
But yeah, so I would love to hear about, because I also know, I think that this probably is getting into the world of Gembah as well, but you said, you're a naive college student, like you didn't really know how to make the economics of a business work, especially like I'm sure like when it comes to like just getting the product made, sourcing it, shipping, delivering, like all of that, like last mile kind of stuff as well. Like what were some of the things that you were not doing well that you kind of learned in the process that some of our audience can kind of learn from?
Yeah, I mean, I think our supply chain sucked. Just to be like quite frank.
Yeah.
And then also like, you're scraping the barrel trying to find anywhere you can to get money to keep things going, right? Yeah. So that's a big part of, I think, a young entrepreneur in action is, I got this thing going, I've gotten some motion, right? We got this big award, we're getting into stores, we're seeing reorders, right? Yeah. We're obviously stocking out because we haven't had that time out yet. We can't like afford to pay the factories, right? That's like a big thing. Yeah. And we're just trying to like figure out how to make it work in that stage. Yeah. So and we did that for a long time. Yeah.
So where did you get like the money that you were needed to kind of keep going?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, they didn't have services like 8Fig or other opportunities, to gain financing. So we literally would go and we would beg really wealthy entrepreneurs or investors and say, hey, will you write me a check for 10 grand? This is how I'm going to pay you back. Each money every month that comes in, we'll scrape a piece of that and we'll send it off to you until you're completely paid back. Wow. So we did that for a long time.
How many investors did you have, or like how many kind of entrepreneurs?
I don't know what to say because I think people are going to be like, wow. I think at one point we had like 16 different high net worth individuals who were funding this type of practice.
How did you find them? Like I'm just kind of curious.
A lot of LinkedIn
you're just
begging.
like, look, it's like houses are really nice around here. Let's go knock on a few doors.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, it's like you ask a friend, and a friend referred you to a friend. And,
that's probably like the normal way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we always say like your net worth is
Not
equal
just
to your
like
network, right?
Yeah.
Type of situation. So.
Yeah. So speaking of funding, so
Am I
obviously.
going to burn my mouth right now?
Oh yeah, go for it. So I saw that you guys were on Shark Tank, like back in the day. What year was that?
I was on Shark Tank 2016.
2016, yeah.
So
I love
aged.
Shark Tank. I don't know. I just watched it the other day and I was like, this is awesome. So obviously I'm curious, and I'm sure people, that are watching, all 12 of them, are curious.
Kind of hot.
Oh yeah, is it? Oh god, I haven't. Okay, I'm like, well, let's see how that goes. So like, what was that like? How did you like? Why did you decide to get on Shark Tank? Like, what was the application process like, and like, what was the prep process like?
Yeah, I went on Shark Tank because of my business partner, my best buddy. His name is Sean.
Oh, that is hot.
Right? Hotter than Shark Tank. Yeah, I think the show was going on. It was really popular. And I think at that time, everybody was kind of like, it was like the thing, right?
Yeah.
And so if you had a new business, a startup, they would be like, have you been on Shark Tank? So we started applying. Actually, we didn't get on the first 2 seasons we applied. And then somebody from, I guess, the casting staff reached out to us and said, like, hey, I saw your video, we like your story, but we don't think you have enough energy. Which I don't think anybody in my whole life has told me I don't have enough energy, right? So
what
yeah,
do they know? Yeah, boom.
We went out, refilmed, and the process is super long. So it was like, after they said like we were in the process to go and film, it was like 10 or 15 checkpoints.
Wow.
Along the way, and it was like really random ones. So my business partner and I, we like practiced a ton. We made this our life, and we knew that like if you go on, you have 4 options. You either don't get a deal and look bad, which we didn't want to do. Don't get a deal and look good, which was like okay.
Yeah.
Get a deal and look bad, which like didn't want to do.
Yeah.
And then get a deal and look good, right?
Yeah.
So like we wanted to be in that 4th quadrant of like get a deal and look good. So it was a really awesome experience going through it. Kind of have goosebumps talking about it because it brings me back to those moments. But it was a life-changing event for me. So it was a really awesome opportunity. We're really thankful that we were able to do that.
Yeah, I'm sure we can edit in a clip from, maybe I'll do it. And we'll see a clip now.
Hi Sharks, my name is Steven Blustein.
And I'm Sean Connect.
And we're the founders of PrideBites Pet Products.
But I watched it. I thought you guys did a great job. There was definitely a lot of energy for sure.
Good.
And then
make sure you tell Shark Tank that.
Yeah. And then there was like a back and forth with Robert, I think, where you're trying to, he was trying to kind of get at like a 30%, and yours like 30%, 20%. And I just thought that was super cool. Like how did you feel like walking away? Like, were you happy with the outcome? And then I'm also curious about, like, did they actually like invest you? Like, do you work with them? Like, are they your best friends?
Yeah,
are they like in real life?
Yeah. Lori.
Yeah, that was like
brings
7
me
questions.
breakfast in the morning.
Yeah. They're like right out here being like, they like homemade enchiladas all that whenever.
Yeah.
But what was kind of like the post Shark Tank?
You film, you're in the tank. It was like 45 minutes. We felt it went really well. That part that you see on TV that's like very suspenseful. Actually, I just wanted Mr. Wonderful as an investor. I thought he would be awesome. So I tried to bring him into the mix, and then had like a really fun ending to our Shark Tank episode. And then afterwards, like literally within 1 hour, like we're back on my buddy's couch, like hanging out, and you can't tell anybody anything. So we went for like 6 months, and like we were literally glued, because at the beginning, and you walk in there, they're like, all these attorneys walk in and tell you like, you can't talk about this.
Oh my God.
We're gonna find out, you won't get on. So like we were so nervous, like young guys.
You don't want to say anything.
This is our shot type of thing. So we went about 10 months and didn't hear anything, and we were negotiating like pretty hard with the Sharks, and then the deal died.
Oh no.
So we're like, oh my gosh, it's like over, we're not getting on. And then I was actually in line for South by Southwest as we're going to see Third Eye Blind.
Oh, I love Third Eye Blind.
Right? Everybody loves Third Eye Blind. So we were sitting in line, and I got an email from Shark Tank. We had $1,000 left in our bank account. talk about conserving money.
Wow.
And we weren't going to be able to survive. We weren't going to be able to pay the bills come next week. And then I got an email from Shark Tank, and then we raised $1 million in 72 hours, and our life was changed.
Wow.
So yeah, it was pretty successful.
So you got the funds from Shark Tank?
We actually raised from other investors.
From other investors.
Yeah, one of the big ones here is ATX Ventures has been just an incredible partner for us. But in general, we didn't raise from the sharks, but made agreements with them to partner with them. So it was really great to be able to work with them and talk with Lori and work with Lori and just
Lori,
amazing people.
how is she? I have
Amazing.
a girl crush on her.
Yeah, I mean, I think most people probably have a crush on her in general. So
She's
I think
badass.
she's great.
Yeah.
Huge badass, and really understands sales really well, and has done a great job, especially with her Shark Tank company. So very fortunate to have her in our court.
I especially like when she was just like, I haven't said my offer yet. We'll have to play that because I'm just like referencing things. About. But I'm
I've
sure.
been talking so that I don't have to take the next class.
The next one this is a ghost pepper. So thank you, Yellowbird. I mean, we bought these. Yellowbird didn't give us anything for free, but next time, I think this one's yes, that one's ready. So I'm just gonna.
Thanks for.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The milk comes in. We're like, we don't need the milk. We need the milk. This isn't even the hottest one yet, but I'm just gonna slather it up.
Okay.
There you go. But yeah, so I'm sure it would have been different if things like look at that go. Good luck with that.
I'll kind of lather it on so I can really get some good film here.
Television.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure things would have been a little different in terms of if some of obviously if 8 Fig was around, you kind of don't have to, it's a little in terms of the way.
I don't know what to grab.
Wait, how was it? How was it? Is it hot?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll just I'll stall for a little, keep talking. But anyway, so we talked a little bit about supply chain and how you just didn't know, you're just kind of learning along the way, and I feel so I'm curious how your journey with PrideBites kind of PrideBite, not PrideBite, but PrideBite would be
cool too. Maybe it's a new brand.
Oh wait, I saw that they have something called barcas, parkas.
Yeah.
I don't know if you call them barcas, but I was kind of
Oh, for dogs?
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
You guys have that.
Oh, we have a version of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm I mean, you made it up. Yeah. I'm come on, you're the
great
marketing
guy.
marketing team. Yeah. But so I'm curious, how because I feel you probably use a lot of your journey from PrideBites to bringing you to Gembah to bring you to founding Gembah. I also want to hear a little bit more about that, and maybe just a quick little, what is Gembah?
Yeah, absolutely. So Gembah is a marketplace for new product concepts and new products. And really what helped me start Gembah was all my experience with PrideBites. I went overseas probably 60 times. I've been to China in the last 7 years, previous to COVID. So I think a little bit more than that now. And I had to learn Chinese to manage our business.
So you know Chinese?
I know Chinese, yeah.
And you I'm gonna be that annoying American who can say something.
Yeah.
I don't know, what should he say, guys?
What should I say? 你好，我在这里是 8 Fig 和我吃饭。
Wow. What do you say?
我们吃饭
cool.
Sorry. 这是很辣 Very spicy.
Okay, yeah, really, I don't even know how to say yes. How do you say yes in Chinese?
对
Dway?
Yeah.
Man, I feel I should know that. Yeah. Oh, that's
Now
awesome.
you do. Yeah,
now
yeah.
I do. I'll probably forget.
Yeah. So that was the start of my journey, is trying to figure it out on my own. And so we thought hey, we got to create something that can help entrepreneurs. I'm sweating. You wanted me to sweat, so this is working.
Oh, this is good. Yay! I feel I missed the hot sauce, so I'm trying to
get in there.
I maybe I'll just put on a little more and.
Maybe for the bomb, I put it on yours and you put it on mine.
I like that. Let's do that. Okay.
Shaking it up.
First, I'm gonna keep eating this. But yeah, so you were saying.
Yeah. So we, I think seeing what entrepreneurs go through to create your products and create the businesses inspired us to create Gembah. Hope you're filming here. We'll take a pause.
Okay. So Gembah. Oh my god, it's so zoomed into my face. Good, we can edit out the tears, right?
I've never teared from else.
I guess I want to know like how people have messed up in terms of like building products, or like what are some of the common, like if you've had people come to you and be like, you know what, like I want to make this thing, and you're like, oh golly, like that's not. Like, yeah, let's hear it. Spill the beans.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's spending a lot of money, right? Time and cost, I think, is a big thing. And at the very beginning, you don't know what you don't know. So you go down this journey, and you're hoping that the people that you work with can really guide your way. But there's a lot of times where you don't. And we've seen things like, you design this product, and then you get to the factory, and then they can't produce it at all. So you have to go back to design and spend a lot more money on that process.
Yeah.
Or that you trust your factory, and you get your designs done, and you're ready to go, and then you place the order at the factory, and then you get the product, and it's not at all what you think it is.
Yeah.
Or maybe you expect it to be one color, and it arrives, and you have a whole container of things that you can't sell.
Yeah.
Right. So it's really helpful to have somebody, I think, that's kind of leading your journey, keeping you on track so that you don't stray. Right. And in our case, I think also it's about making product development more accessible. We just launched a product at brand.gembah.com, and it really opens the door to reduce product development costs by about over 50% and reduce the timing by over 50%. So, we're constantly trying to figure out ways to help entrepreneurs get to the place they need to be without having to spend an arm and a leg to get there.
Yeah.
And especially the time and the ideas. I think the ideas is also, you never know what you want to sell. You come up with one product and you don't know what to sell next.
Yeah.
Right. So it's, I think, understanding the market and where you're going so you can continue to make money and grow the business.
Yeah. So I want to talk a little bit more about the launch that you mentioned, like brand.gembah.
Yeah.
And I think it was, so you have one offering that's like, okay, we'll work with you to kind of make that product that you've been wanting to make. And then one is like, it's product concepts that already exist, right? But haven't gone to like market.
Yeah, actually
and
they
you can
don't
buy
exist.
that.
Yeah, never before sold in the market before.
But it's like it's already kind of like made for you?
Yeah.
Or like how does that work?
Yeah, so we're using AI technology to scrape a bunch of data, and then we feed that data to our design network. And they have a variety of tools that they use to develop these concepts really quickly. And then we post them to brand.gembah.com. And when we do that, the other side of it, we have factory.gembah.com, where the factories go on.
Stuff,
and they're actually on the other side of the marketplace. And when a product arrives on brand.gembah.com, they have it on their site, and they can provide the unit economics and the willingness to make the product. So if you go to brand.gembah.com and you see a product that you want to reserve, it's coming with a factory that you can immediately talk to and get introduced to.
Yeah.
So it reduces a ton of time that you know that, hey, this product exists on the market, and then also that you don't have to go through all the nuances of the development cycle, et cetera.
That's really smart. So it's like, it's kind of like ready to wear, but like ready to build.
That's right, ready to produce.
If you want to take that, coin it. Like,
Note that here, I got that.
Okay.
You got that so fast. I'm watching you, okay? Will you progress through this?
Ready? So this one is not, I just got it all over my fingers. Good job. Oh God. So this one is not actually Austin based, but it was, on the show that this show is blatantly copied off of, Da Bomb. And so it does it say it has Scoville units of 135,600.
Oh my God.
So I liked your idea of like, what? Oh, what am I doing wrong? Just tell me.
Put a tiny bit.
Just a tiny bit.
No lavender at all.
So I was like, we already struggled with some of their first ones. So I kind of liked your idea of like.
You put on mine, I put on yours?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to say how much I have to take,
how much
right?
should I won't. Okay.
I'm gonna draw a face on there or what?
Maybe like. Do you think that's a lot?
More.
Maybe a little. Just like.
You don't see the people in the background gasping right now. It's completely fine. We're completely fine here. Completely fine here.
Okay. Fine. You can put on
Okay, so 3 dots.
And wherever you put it, I know it's kind of a mess. I didn't really eat like very. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna keep talking about like product
that's kind of a big one, right?
All that. What do you guys think?
I mean, you put a ton on his. I'm worried about him.
Fine.
Great partners. Partners that cry together, stay together, right?
Oh my God. Great. Okay. So do we? It's like, should we like pause or should I even like? Okay.
Let it ride.
Let it ride.
Let it ride. Amazing. I also wanted to know.
Oh no, it's got an all in it.
Okay, are you?
I'm really in it now.
Should I do it at the same time or should we watch one at a time as we? How is it? Did you take like, how much did you take?
It's kind of hot.
Because I'm taking like a big piece.
You know, my business partner, Zach, he would eat this and be like, it's not hot.
Oh yeah, I do. It goes.
Whoa. After the fact.
Which is more, which is
Maybe
more
need some
intense,
yellow
this
bird.
right
Do I like-
now or being on Shark Tank?
I think this.
Oh, being on Sharks. Yeah. No, it's okay. I'm doing that. It's okay. You know? I'm like pretty
We're doing okay.
fine.
I'm going to eat the other side
Maybe
right now.
I'll eat some more of it. I forgot which one was it. Oh, it's in the throat. So anyways, it's like literally, what are some, I feel like my eyes are starting to what
Should
are
I take
some,
milk shots? My lips are burning.
it's like a little bit of rouging. What, I can't like ask anything. What are some tips you would recommend for like getting a product?
It's definitely way hotter after the fact.
Yeah.
First second you're okay, you like take a couple bites, it's like fine.
Before this,
Yeah.
and we were like, no, it like doesn't get any worse, but like it does. I think it was like wrapped up in enchilada, and
Yeah. Now it's all coming to fruition.
burning.
Yeah.
But so like, what would be like some tips just for people watching? Maybe like people who are like mid-level, not like just beginning, but in terms of like.
Be careful around your eyes.
You're right. Oh my god.
You can do it.
Okay, what are some tips for people who are kind of like mid-level or like, you know, they've like made a few products, but they want to just like improve their supply chain or just like get more efficient and just like what are some things you would kind of tell people?
I think it's got a lot more planned or have a lot of good partners. Excuse me. My mouth is on fire. But I think it's all about, this is really the test. It's, can I talk about supply chain, why I eat the hottest thing in the world? I think it's like getting good help. I think at the very beginning you're afraid to kind of hire up to get the help.
Yeah.
And you make a lot of mistakes. But I think as you go forward, as long as like you're planned and you're really thoughtful about it, and you meet a lot of good partners, right? You have to have a lot of good partners. So constantly meet new vendors, constantly meet new supply chain experts, get out there and constantly get involved. I think that would be my biggest thing. It was my same thing when I started PrideBites. It's like I wanted to meet everybody I possibly could, and that was going to help me kind of expand one way or the other, right? I was going to, if I didn't meet somebody, then a door would close. So I feel like the same thing on the supply chain side is just continuing to broaden your network.
Are there any? Also, by the way, I did touch my face, and I can feel my.
It's like the new Botox.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's good. It's probably like good for your skin. Yeah. Do you have any? Are there any like groups or like? I'm curious because you mentioned like you went to China like. What was it, like 60 times?
Yeah,
when you were,
yeah.
And now you know Chinese. But like, how do you like? Are there groups that people can join to like build those relationships with supply chain, or like how are you actually like finding those relationships and building them?
Yeah, I wish there was more. When I first came to Austin, my first company was a part of SKU, which was an accelerator here in Austin that was based off of consumer product companies. So definitely a lot of communities I think that you can get involved with in your cities. There's another one here called Barcode that I think is a really great one. So yeah, I think we'll just check out your local cities and see like where the consumer product meetups or groups are happening, and I would get involved in those. That's a great way to meet more people.
Awesome.
How you doing?
Struggling. I feel like my
Looking, I hope we're looking
eyes,
here.
Yeah, I got the hot sauce in it. Okay, amazing. I actually had a few like rapid fire questions that were supposed to be the beginning, but maybe it's better like now that it's really like spicy. Okay, so you just like kind of say what like comes to mind. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Spirit animal.
Dogs, of course.
I know that one. Spirit animal like breed.
Okay. If I had a spirit animal, maybe a leopard. How about that?
No, but I mean like maybe like a dog. What breed?
Oh, breed. I'm an English Staffy guy. That's my breed.
English what?
Staffy.
We'll have to Google that.
Google
and
it.
show a
Little
picture
pit bull. Tiny
for you
pit bull.
guys because I have no idea what it is. Little?
Yeah, 25, 27 pounds.
Okay.
So kind of little.
Is it fluffy?
No, a little bit more meaty than fluffy.
Okay, meaty.
More on the meaty side than the fluffy
that.
side.
Yeah, with like little folds.
Kind of like muscular.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have no idea what. Dream vacation destination.
French Polynesian. I'd love to go.
Oh, have you been?
Never.
Oh,
I'd love to go.
I've never been either, but it seems beautiful.
Yeah, I would love to go.
Celebrity crush.
Celebrity crush. Oh, wow, I'm so bad at celebrities. I'll say one back in the day when I was like a Friends lover, Jennifer Aniston.
Oh,
right?
I mean, she's amazing. So that's classic.
Cool, thank you.
I feel like you get
So
points
refined.
for saying that. Very refined. Good work. Yeah. Favorite Halloween costume.
Favorite Halloween costume. I was on a podcast early and I was in a cow suit, so maybe being a cow suit.
A cow
my
suit.
favorite
Did it have
Halloween
like
costume.
the udders?
Yeah,
Good.
the part
I
with
feel like
udders.
if you're in a cow suit and there's no udders, like you didn't
Questionable.
really.
What kind of cow are you?
You didn't really like do it all the way.
I agree.
You kind of have to have like okay, cool. Maybe like I don't know. Do you guys want an audience one? I probably shouldn't be like engaging with you guys.
I like it. Favorite drink?
Favorite drink. Alcoholic drink?
Whatever. Anything.
Okay. Favorite drink. I'm a big Topo Chico guy, being from Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta throw some love to Richard's Rainwater, though. Like, they do a great job,
Look
too.
at that.
My boy Taylor.
All of you guys.
Yeah.
Sponsor.
I guess I shouldn't touch this.
Send us some magnets.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Throwing you under the bus.
Amazing. All right. Well, is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, this is awesome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
It's really spicy.
It's very I had a catchphrase. I was like working on catchphrases. I was like maybe it's like Chilada Chats, keeping it spicy e-commerce or something. We'll play around. They'll edit it accordingly.
Sounds good.
But anyways, awesome. So thanks for being such a good sport.
Of course.
This was super fun. My eyes still burning, but everyone make sure to, I'm sure we'll have links available. Check out Gembah as well as PrideBites and then 8fig.co and see
Can I get my shameless plug for 8fig? We're big fans at Gembah, and overall really helps your business grow. So don't be like me and go to 100 investors at the beginning of your life. Go right to 8fig. They'll help you out for sure. So thanks for being a great partner.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course.